Hi, Michael Buffer here, and let's get ready for FM Boxing Media.
Thank you, Morgan here from FM Boxing Media. Today I'm with a long-anticipated guest, Savage Dan.
Come on, bro.
How long have we been trying to plan this for?
Oh, mate. It's been a while.
What was it, Joshua Dubois, weren't it, when I met you at the weigh-in?
Yep.
So, when was that?
Only a couple of months, isn't it?
I don't know.
October?
It's a new year since then. We had a whole year change, but obviously spoke to Steve-O the other day. I've got to crack straight into this.
Yeah.
He reckons you're in the ring soon. You reckon you're in the ring soon on your Instagram.
Potentially, yeah, potentially. I feel like I'm just back ticking over. Seeing what I can remember of this sport. It's horrible, isn't it?
Yeah.
Horrible, hard graft.
This is why I look like this now. I can't be bothered with the training no more.
But I still remember a bit. So hopefully, all being well, I'll get back in the ring. Misfits. Quick takeover. There's no way I make light heavyweight again though, so it's gonna have to be a cruiserweight or some kind of catchweight. No chance.
So what we saying? Misfits takeover, and then maybe we might see you on a boxer show one day.
I think if they figure out how many tickets I can do, then they might. Shalom's gonna be at me trying to make me turn pro.
Yeah. So Misfits, they've got a big show coming up.
Yeah.
KSI's fighting Dylan Dennis, but on the undercard of that co-main event, we've got Darren Stewart and Darren Till.
Yeah.
And that's a massive fight.
I don't know much about Darren Stewart, you know.
See, Darren is someone I've known the last 6 months. I've been speaking to him regularly.
Yeah.
And the first interview we ever done, we spoke about Darren Till. So I feel like it's been in his head a long time.
So what does that fight look like to you? I don't know much about. I know what I've seen of Till, and I'm impressed.
Darren Till's arguably for me the best to ever step into that scene of Misfits boxing.
Of course, he comes from he comes from the background of
I
the
think
UFC
you should hope. Yeah, you should hope that he's the best in the scene, realistically. But yeah, I can see that being a good fight. But I think that whole card, I was a bit disappointed with the main event with KSI Dylan Dennis. I think a lot of people are disappointed with that. But I think is that not a better card? Is that not a better fight than him and Wayne Bridge? Anyway? Definitely.
Wayne Bridge got a jab though. I was watching him have a fight, just a big jab, steps in with a jab.
He's done a few charity fights, Wayne Bridge. Yeah. But have you got an opponent in mind, or have you even thought about anything?
There's a couple names that's been thrown at me, but they're just being thrown at me with absolutely no no substance behind it. The names probably don't even know that they've been given to me. Do you know what I mean? So as it stands, I don't need any particular name. I just kind of want to get the ball moving, get in the ring. It could be whatever. It could be whoever's in there. Do you know what I'm saying? And then get a win under my belt and just keep moving.
Well, on this video, we need you to confirm that Steve-O's going to be your manager, because he said if he ain't your manager, then he's on the other side of the ring.
You know Steve-O is not my manager.
It looks like he's on the other side of the ring then.
There we go. It's a heavyweight bout now. It's all of a sudden has changed. To be fair, Steve-O has been banging on about boxing for a long, long time. I think he was trying to do something like a kind of boxing stream or something like that. He may as well just get in the ring. Get in the ring.
But he obviously had the thing with BEAVO for a little while, trying to get him to fight and all that. But I think
is BEAVO doesn't want to fight? No?
I personally, Joe, what? Not in a rude way. I don't really look into BEAVO too much, especially recently with some of the stuff I've seen.
I've not seen much. I keep hearing this name.
Yeah.
I think I know what he looks like, but I have no idea.
Yeah.
But if you fancy it, BEAVO, let's do it, man. Misfits.
Do you know what? I think the fact you called out BEAVO, a lot of people probably disrespect you for even talking about calling him out.
Is it? What, is he not that guy? No.
I wouldn't say so myself.
No,
but some,
I don't know.
Some people might say
All I know
that.
is I've heard the name BEAVO and boxing.
Listen, maybe Steve-O can set that up, because he's obviously got the contact with him.
What dates? What weights? Any idea? No. No one knows.
He eats a lot of food without chewing. That's what he's famous for.
Are you serious?
He eats roast potatoes without chewing roast potatoes. That's what he's famous for. So he could be a big weight. He don't look massive, but he could definitely he could bulk up easy.
Mate, that's a lot of starch, man. I can't imagine he's going to last long in the ring.
No, definitely not. But we're here today for Eubank Ben. Arguably, other than Eubank Ben original, this might be one of the biggest fights in British boxing history.
Yeah. The rivalry from their parents is just like, it goes without saying. That was a real hatred. This one is sons that have somehow ended up crossing paths. It didn't seem like it would be so when one was at 147. There was a time where Chris was at 168. And all of a sudden,
originally it seemed like it could have been Harlem Eubank.
Exactly.
Originally, yeah.
And all of a sudden, the boxing gods have said, nope, it can happen.
Yeah.
And
by boxing gods, you mean Turkey Al Sheikh?
no, this was in this was lined up before Turkey Al Sheikh. But look, it's a fight that I think it's always going to gather interest. Just the names themselves will do half the job. Then when you look at the animosity, the reason that it didn't go ahead last time, the eggs on the face and on Tuesday in Manchester, it's just going to grow and grow and grow and grow. I reckon by the time, I'm not sure when this goes out, but by the time the tickets go on sale Friday midday, I expect them to go in minutes.
Yeah.
All of them.
Yeah, well, I think a lot of them have already gone to Tottenham members, which I know you won't like a lot of Tottenham people be.
What are Tottenham members doing with them? What they got to do with this?
I don't know. I don't know how they got the head start over everyone else, but they need a head start in something in life,
Yeah,
don't
it's true. That's their medal.
Being here at Tottenham as a Chelsea fan, though, how does it feel being at this stadium?
Do you know what? I love it here. It's 3 Point Lane. So I absolutely love it here. I think I love this stadium more than the Spurs fans do. Every time I come here, I get a result.
Do you know what? I spoke to Oscar Bevis and he said that he's had a fair few wins. Oscar, how many wins have you seen here for Chelsea?
Every time we come here, we get 3 points, no?
How many wins have I seen? I weren't here for the last one, which is the best one, but I've seen 4-1.
3-0. I was there for the 3-0.
1-0 in the cup.
Yeah.
Cup semi-final.
Semi-final?
Carabao Cup.
Yeah, we do them every
Second
time.
leg 1-0, yeah.
We love this gaff. This is our home ground. We love this gaff more than them.
So, considering
We've
this,
seen more wins here than
Than they have.
99% of Tottenham.
Yeah, facts.
especially Oscar, he gets about with the Chelsea. Like, I know this, he's everywhere. But considering this is apparently your new home ground, is this a straight win for Chris Eubank or?
No, it's definitely not a straight win for anyone. I think I would give the edge to Chris. Size, I know he said that he doesn't like being talked about just sizes. But size obviously does play a massive part in fights. 2 weight divisions between them. He's just naturally the bigger, longer man. I think that will give him certain advantages. It will mean that Conor might have to launch himself in and take bigger risks than you would if you're fighting someone who's your size at 147. So I think it's a close fight, but I would give the edge to Chris as long as he can use his gifts.
And do you have that the same way that you would have had the first fight when it was first set?
Yeah.
Did you have the exact same opinion there?
Yeah. I always think size is a major attribute if you know how to use it. But also, so is speed, so is time, and there's more than one way to skin a cat. But the obvious one to the naked eye is he is bigger and he's good. It's not just Chris Eubank is big, Chris Eubank is good.
Yeah. As he said to his coach the other day.
Exactly.
Do you know what? That's one of the funniest things. He went on for a whole 10 minutes about not just being big. And the first thing Ronnie comes out with is he's going to win because he's big.
But it is one of those things, that distance, that extra few centimetres that you have to make up, it can cost you. If you go too early and you miss time, that it can cost you. We all know that Chris Eubank's one of his main shots is that uppercut. You don't want to be walking onto that, and yeah, I think it's a close fight. I think it's an emotional fight, but I think it is a fight that will turn out to be competitive.
Well, the music's just changed over, so I have a feeling they're going to be coming out soon. Now, just one last question. Obviously, you're a part of Boxer. Are we going to be seeing anything silly from Chris Eubank here today?
I don't know.
Eggs?
I would have, if you asked me on Tuesday, I would have said I don't think so.
Yeah.
At this point, I think we're expecting something silly from anyone.
Yeah.
It could be absolutely anyone.
Could be Eddie. Could be Ben Shalom.
It could be
Could be
absolutely
you.
anyone. It could be me.
Could be
If it's
BEAVO.
me, you'll know about it. If it's me, you'll know about it. But look, it's 1-0 right now to Chris. If you're Conor, you're going to want to even the odds.
I think he wants more than it. I think he wants 2-1 today.
I think he wants. Yeah, exactly.
I think he wants to. Yeah.
I'm not sure how you do it because everyone else who's watching and is anticipating him to do something as well. So everyone's on edge watching what Conor might do. Or even, look, just because you're 1-0 up doesn't mean you can't go again.
Sometimes you got to bury him.
2-0, that's it. 2-0 away win.
I think the only thing that Conor could do, and if he's here, I'll love it. But if he brings Neymar out with the receipts, I think that's the only way.
Chips.
Yeah, I think Neymar with the receipts is the only way that you dead this beef off now.
Yeah, I think it's something that will continue all the way through into fight week. Look, do they hate each other? I don't know.
Maybe not to the level of the Nets.
Yeah, of course. But do they frustrate each other, yes.
Definitely.
But are they quite playful with it? Yes, because they at each other. You know, even Connor yesterday atted Chris Eubank Jr. You know, like
Real rivals
they
are
understand that exactly. You really hate someone. You hate him. So yeah, I'm just as excited as everyone to see what happens today. Chris is coming in his own time, of course, and
Eubank style.
I'm interested to see what version of both of them we get today.
Yeah. Well, let's hope for some parliamentary procedure, as the Eubanks say. But Dan, thank you very much.
Thank you, bro. Come
and I
on,
look forward
we
to
got it
working
done.
with you in the future.
Definitely. Love.
Yeah.